Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and I thought I'd do another review on a Peterson pick set. This is a City Plus set, and on the Peterson website at the moment, this kit here comes in at $68. It's somewhere around just over £50, I think, in current exchange rate. It comes in quite a nice little pouch case, which is leather, and you can see here that it is double stitched where it needs to be, where you've got the opening. So overall the feel of this is quite nice. The case itself is actually $16 themselves, about somewhere around £13-ish. So there you go, you've got a nice little case there, for this City Plus set. What do you get inside it? Well, let's empty this out. These are all, well, apart from the extractors, and I haven't actually taken these out before. These are all the government steel picks, so this is a really good steel. And in here you get two extractors as well as the picks. These appear to be made out of a spring steel, which by the way isn't a bad thing for extractors at all. And these look like they're going to be pretty effective, so maybe we'll have a go at doing a little key extraction. You then get, you get a pry bar, which we'll look at in a second as well, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks. Now, what I quite like about this set is that I think that the picks you get in here are brilliant. You know, for a beginner, this is a fantastic set. So what do you actually get? Let's have a look at the hooks. So you get the Peterson #1 hook. Again, you've got a little bit of kind of like sort of, I don't know, plastic over fill or something there. I don't know what you call that really, but yeah, this can just be broken off quite easily. So that isn't anything. This hook itself is a real classic. Although I have to say, just looking at this, you can see there's a little ridge there. So that shows that this hasn't been tumbled quite enough, and will need probably a little bit of a file and some sandpaper. But the #1 hook is a great hook. This government steel is really strong, and if you haven't used Peterson handles before, I've got to tell you, I love them. I really do. I didn't spend. I got this on sale at a site where they're not on sale anymore, so I won't give you the site. But I wouldn't have paid the full price for these. However, they are excellent. They really are excellent picks in terms of strength and comfort and feedback. I can tell you that for sure. What's really nice about this kit is it comes with the gem, and I love the gem. I've got this in 18 thousandths. I use it all the time for things like American locks and the such like. And again, you can see here this has been obviously stamped out, and you've got a little ridge there. Needs filing off. Again, not a big deal. So those are the two picks. This is a sort of a pick / rake, the half diamond, and this is a great profile. Again, if you look there, the finish on these isn't great. It hasn't been tumbled particularly well. Just needs a bit of a file off on that. I have to say that I've seen a mix with Peterson that you get ones which are straight out of the pack, amazing, really well rounded, really well finished. And now and again you just get some which are just a little bit rough. Not a big deal. I mean, it only takes a couple of minutes per pick to make them perfect. And once you have got them perfect, these are great, strong, well-lasting picks. But it is surprising the difference, especially for the price. My one big criticism with Peterson full stop is that their picks are, in my opinion, a little overpriced. I'm not saying they're not great, good, because I think they are among some of the best commercial picks out there in terms of feel, comfort, and strength and those kind of things. But yeah, a bit overpriced. Okay, so now we get the City Rake, which is a rocker rake. Some people use it to scrub the pins, but that's just going to ruin your locks. And again, you can see that it's been stamped out, but not. You can see that the peaks have been rounded slightly, so it has been through some process to finish. But we're not talking great, are we? again, will need some finishing off, and a bit harder to do. You need to wrap some sandpaper around something like a chopstick or something like that to file in between, or a kebab skewer or something like that, just to make sure you round off those edges. One of my favourites is a snake, and what I love about the Peterson snake is that it actually does have two rounded peaks on there. It looks very similar to the half snowman profile, but it's a bit hollowed out underneath. I love the rake, and again you can see that it's just a bit rough. Then we've got a Kinetic rake. I think I've reviewed this one before and said that it'd be nice to have a little bit more fill in here, so because you tend to zip this out of locks, as well as use it as a similar to a double peak poker tar. But you know, if you are zipping, if you catch this in the lock, it does grab and bend, especially at this point, and can snap off in the lock, which isn't very good. So in summary with these, apart from the finishing, which isn't fantastic on these, I have to say, I have seen better. Like I said, you know, your mileage may vary on these because I've seen a mix of finishing quality, but overall the metal is amazing, the feel of these is amazing, the feedback is great. You can pick loads of stuff with these. They're a little thick. I think that these come in at somewhere around 25 thousandths, 26 thousandths of an inch. Let's have a look at that. Let's grab one of these at random. I think it's easier to get a thickness on the city rake actually. Make sure that I've zeroed my calipers. Let's go in and have a look. Okay, so it's about somewhere around, well, it probably varies at sticker reading, so that's 25 thousandths. That's pretty good. Let's just take another one at random and try that one as well. Make sure it is zeroed. Yeah. 26 thousandths, yeah. I'd say somewhere between 25 26 thousandths from what I see, which is you know, very usable, but it's not like a Euro slender thickness. You might struggle to get into some lots of these, but I think for a beginner these are pretty good, I have to say. Apart from the price, what a shame it's just so expensive, but these are great picks. Okay, so what else do we get? Let's have a look at the pry bar next, because what I like about this, it doesn't have many tension wrenches in, but it does come with the Peterson's pry bar. And these are quite nice because they actually have these little teeth on, which you can see. These teeth grip into the lock and it stops it slipping out. They aren't brilliant though. This particular one isn't great. If you look at a lot of other sorts of pry bars which are out there, even though they don't have the teeth on, which are very useful, they have a slightly thinned down end, which means that it's a little easier to grip onto the lock and have this kind of ledge here sort of helps you keep it in place. It'd be nice to have more than one of these, maybe different thicknesses, a couple of other kind of standard tension wrenches, something like that. You know, it's you know, throwing a couple like this as well, that would be useful. But you know, it's not bad. It's just you're not going to be able to tension tons of locks with this. You pick a ton of locks, we won't be able to tension them so well. In terms of key extractors, then you've got two. Key extractors, of course, are for broken keys, so if you accidentally snap your key and it goes into a lock like this and it's gone too far in, you can't grab it with pincers or anything, then you can go in with these kind of grips, try and get in over the lock and push down and try and drag the key back out if possible. So I'm going to have a go with these. Oh yeah, we got some grip. Oh yeah, we're definitely there now. So you can see now that I've pulled this key virtually all the way out, and I can definitely get in there, and there we go, and pull that out. So that's this one seems to be working very, very well. This one is very similar. In fact, it's just a variant on this. Maybe it's a little bit slimmer, but it's going to work the same. So I won't try that one as well. But you can see that you get two key extractors. I don't really know why you would want necessarily two of these in a kit, which is, you know, I suppose actually it's not just for hobbyists as it is probably for locksmiths. So I suppose actually it's a grab kit with a couple of key extractors. Sorry, that's pretty good. I keep forgetting that not everybody who picks locks is a hobbyist. I keep forgetting there are actually people who do that professionally. Anyway, so there we go. You get You get quite a nice little kit there, the City Plus, I have to say. Apart from the lock extractors, keep saying lock extractor. Apart from the key extractors, which again for a hobbyist, yeah, they're okay to have because you will come across snapped keys. The Peterson City Plus does get a big thumb up from me overall in terms of quality, the types of picks you get in there, and those kind of things. Apart from the price, I can't really say that this is worth that much money. Really, that $68 is steep from Peterson. Never mind the postage and packaging that you have to pay as well. But nevertheless, this is a really high quality kit, and if you do get it on sale, or you do want to spend $68, I don't think you'd be disappointed with the quality and feel and durability of these picks, especially the range. I think this is almost an ideal range of picks for a beginner lockpicker as well. Okay, hope you found that interesting. That's the Peterson City Plus set in government steel, and I'll see you next time.